luck, they just play at one end of the pool. Alright, James, you're up.
Oh, hey guys, we're back here. We've got the New Zealand under-22 men against the New Zealand Barbarians squad. I mistakenly said it was going to be the Australian under-22s team. It's in fact the New Zealand under-22s against the New Zealand Barbarians team. And so far this matchup has been looking pretty good for the New Zealand under-22s. Superior fitness and speed winning out over the experience of the Barbarians team. Obviously been doing a lot more training leading up to this competition, as they'll all be hungry to go to the Under-23 Worlds next year, hopefully held in Hobart, Tasmania, still pending on that bid. And we see a big swim off here by the New Zealand Under-22s, really attacking in towards that goal. The Barbarians able to hold them off for now though. And unfortunately our camera 2 is frozen again, so we're going to be doing the best we can with the two cameras we've got. Barbarians doing a strong job at that wall. A lot of big boys in that team, including the great commentary you heard before from Devon Glover. He is of course playing in that New Zealand Barbarian squad. That is why he's not here at the moment. He had to leave to play. Number 6, Devon Glover, looks like he's playing a forward here at the moment, as some late subs coming from the Barbarians team already are getting a little bit tired here. This ref's call was, of course, against the Barbarians, the New Zealand under-22s team, getting a chance to take the free. Looks like they've just taken it straight to the wall though, and it's working out for them. They're pushing the Barbarians quite a way back towards that goal. Advantage call coming in here from one of the refs. I'm not quite sure what ref that is calling that, but he's decided all's well and good, no need to wave his arm in the air, like he just don't care. New Zealand now, it looks like they're bringing it out. Under-22 squad, ooh, big hit there. Pass goes through, Barbarians have got it. Great little steal there from that New Zealand player. That's, I can't quite see the number. Number 10 there on the New Zealand team, and I don't have team lists. My support staff doing an awful job. But number 10 from New Zealand doing a great job stealing that puck off the Barbarians player. Barbarians now on the wall. Looks like they've managed to regain a little bit of possession. They're swimming quite hard up past their own sub-bench, subbing out. I can see Robbie Kilpatrick from Australia just supplementing this Barbarians team. Most of the New Zealanders, we do have 1 or 2 Australians in there. He's just entered the water. Has a lot of numbers down. So, number 10 from New Zealand that we just saw, Kit Harrington. Kit Harrington from New Zealand. You wouldn't believe it, folks, but Kit Harrington playing for the New Zealand under-22s team.
No, that's the Barbars.
Is it? No, I'm blind. Kit Harrington playing for the New Zealand Barbarians team. Still very impressive to have that man here playing under hockey with us today. Pushed back now against the Barbarians. They're up against their wall. We've got the under-22s team taking that free. Doesn't look like they've been able to get much leeway here against the Barbarians, though. Barbarians, of course, very strong. A lot of experience in that team, able to hold out against the goal. And I would imagine the under-22s team is going to be looking for some long, fast breaks. Very hard to do when the entire Barbarians team is racked up against their goal tray here. New Zealand here taking the flick. It looks like it's going in. Oh, and great work there from that New Zealand team. I take back everything I just said. Doing a great job getting the numbers down on that goal tray and just spilling the puck around the Barbarian stick. That's number 11 there from the under-22 men, Joel Samuel, scoring that first goal of the match. The score is now 1 to the white team. That's the New Zealand under-22 men, 0 to the Barbarians team. And the refs are all setting up. Looks like everyone's ready to go. As we're off the pace, we're still waiting on camera 2 to get reset really quickly here. Sorry about that, guys. We did promise we would have that camera replaced for this game, but since it was behaving so well in the second half of that last game, we just left it in. That's our mistake. The Barbarians team now pushing up pretty strong here into the 22's sub-bench. Not many subs coming in from the New Zealand boys, obviously confident in their fitness. There goes one now, as the Barbarians have pushed it all the way into the corner. That looks like Alex Johnson there for the Barbarians team. He's the second player from Australia, from Tasmania here actually, giving up his free time to supplement this Barbarians team, making sure they had enough members to play and just help out these boys. Good knockdown from number 9 there on the 22s team. That's Liam Robinson, the captain. Looking very impressive as Barbarians try to get that flick across the face of the goal tray. But denied there by Liam Robinson. Great work. And it looks like the under-22s able to muster a bit of pressure down this back wall and into the centre. The referees, though, have their hands in the air. I'm not sure what that's for. It's going to be chopping against the under-22s team here, being pushed back. Good little break from them, but looks like it was on the back of a bit of dirty stick work. The New Zealand team here pushed back a couple of metres off their back wall. And the Barbarians team going to have a lot of room to work with. Looks like they've only got to send a couple of players in, and a lot of players sitting very wide and back, really wanting to cover all of the outlets here. The under-22s have found one though, and they're pushing it all the way out to the back. Another bit of chopping. Not sure if that's chopping or gloving. Referee Simon. I'm sure the players know, but the hand signal wasn't exactly clear. Pushed back now, right against the defensive tray. Let's see if the Barbarians can level the score. They've put the flick in. Looks like it was a bit of a dud flick. Oh, and another flick comes in. Looks like great clearance here by the under-22s. Number 11 from the under-22s, Joel Samuel, pushing that one out there. And the puck now going all the way around the 6-metre D there. Ooh, Barbarians player just barely missing that steal. That would have been very dangerous for the under-22s team. As we're just resetting our camera 2 here, that's the beeping you can hear in the background. Ooh, Barbarians very close to the goal tray. Big punch coming through from that winger there, number 4 on the Barbarians team. That's Dylan Booth there trying to punch that one in towards the goal tray. We can see number 7 there, Anton Williams, holding that puck for the Barbarians team. But we've got Dylan Kemp there pushing out on the under-22s team. Good work from him. And it's going to be a chopping call against the under-22s. The under-22s here really desperate to keep this puck out of their goal tray and doing a little bit of fouling. Everyone's down. It looks like the under-22s, we can see number 2 there on the under-22s team, Hamish Arthur, just bursting out of that puck. Got both of his feet planted firmly on the back wall and sacrificing a good body position on the bottom for that real burst of speed, forcing the flick out from the Barbarians team. And he's done well because the under-22s have cleared it again. We can see number 10 there, looks like the vice-captain, Justin Sturrock, has managed to hold it on the wall. The Barbarians team coming in, we've got Andrew Harris there trying to push it in past the corner. And Justin Sturrock there again in the corner, really looking to push that out. Under-22s now look like they found themselves a little bit of space down this wall, and they're pushing. Unfortunately, camera 2 still turned off. We're just giving that one a little bit of time as we replace the camera for good. But it looks like it's going to be a goal. An enormous swim there from what looked like number 2. Yes, it was the referee signaling number 2, Hamish Arthur, doing a great job. Looks like he found a lot of room on the outside there, just managing to get around these Barbarians players who maybe haven't done as much training as they should have for this international competition. Great work there from Hamish Arthur, breaking almost, well, the whole team really breaking from their defensive corner all the way out into that goal tray. See, not quite sure who won that one, but another big push off to the side here. And the referee calling advantage. Looks like it's going to go the way of the Barbarians. No, maybe not. The referee's hands in the air. And yes, it is. Barbarians are going to get a free puck. Another one of those confusing chopping and gloving. And at this point, I think it's gloving called against the New Zealand under-22 men's team. It looks like it's going to be number 7 here taking this puck, Anton Williams. Maybe not. He was a little bit slower against the bottom. I thought he might have been the covering player. But good work here from the Barbarians. A lot of fouls coming against the under-22s as they seem pretty keen to beat over their older counterparts here. A lot of these players just played under-23s in the last Worlds here. And that looks good. It looks like it's another goal here. Or the first goal, rather, for the Barbarians team. Number 13 on the Barbarians team, Bailey Wanera. They're scoring that goal. Really good work. The Barbarians showing they too can muscle up on the goal tray and put those goals in. The score now 2 for the New Zealand under-22s team and 1 for the Barbarians team, mostly hailing from New Zealand, as we're 2/3 of the way through this first half, and a timeout's called. Didn't actually catch which team called that timeout, but both teams look very thankful to have a bit of a rest. Even see some masks off on the side of the under-22s team, as they just want to get as much air as they can in during this quick 1-minute rest. So good work here from both teams, as really not much in the way of a coach for the Barbarians team, at least. Just a bunch of very experienced players. They all think they know what they're doing. Coming here to Hobart just to help the under-22s develop for Worlds next year. And all the teams seem ready. A couple of seconds left. Still just replacing that camera too. Really what's important is that we have it good to go for tomorrow, the finals, what you've all been waiting for, I'm sure, as we watch the best of the best battle it out to see who'll get the gold here in Hobart, Tasmania. And it really looks like a close strike from the surface here, but pushed out in the direction the New Zealand under-22 men's want it to. Looks like number 2 there coming up for a breath. That's Hamish Arthur. Looks like he pushed that a long way, and a really big maul here. The under-22 is doing a really good job. Justin Sturrock there curling around, really trying to look for his backs to reload. And it looks like he's found them. That flick goes in. I don't believe they saved that. That's a really good work by the Barbarians team. Both of the referees calling advantage, though I wouldn't be surprised to see a penalty come out here if the Barbarians manage to clear it. And it looks like they might be able to do that. Very strong work from these Barbarians. And there goes the call. And it's not going to be a penalty. It's just a chopping call against the Barbarians. It looks like the other ref was thinking about calling a penalty, but he's willing to defer to his friend. Oh, and he saw an illegal knockdown. A couple of fouls coming out from this Barbarians team, but nothing that will warrant a penalty shot here. Barbarians doing a great job here. Looks like they've found the break. Chopped down that flick from New Zealand coming into the pack. And he might be able to get all the way around. You can see the desperate work of that ref. Really wants to make sure that everything's above board. And it looks like it's going to be a goal. Really great work. I can see number 2 on the Barbarians team, Andrew Harris. Absolutely great work from him. He chopped down that flick coming in to the pack on his defensive goal tray and managed to beat out that last under-22 back, scoring that goal and leveling the score to 2-2. Now, timeout for the New Zealand under-22s team. This is the second timeout of the half, and I'm sure the coach will have a couple of words to say about the importance of the covering back, being able to stop those breakaways. All of the New Zealand players coming over to the bench to have a chat to the coach there. That's Coach Matthew Hart and assistant coach Terry Axford, just really making sure all these teams for New Zealand are doing the right thing. Once again, the Barbarians, no coach, just having a bit of a chat amongst themselves, and professional commentator Devon Glover looking very relaxed. He's got his mask off his face, just wants to take in a lot of deep breaths here as the score's being levelled 2-2 with a little bit under 3 minutes remaining in this half. And yeah, the New Zealand under-22s team haven't lost to this Barbarians team yet. It's been 2 wins for them. But we'll see if the Barbarians can fight back here. They've done well so far at this sort of tail end of this half, levelling the score from 2-0 to 2-2. And once again, the puck pushed all the way out to this far side. A lot of black caps on the surface for the Barbarians. But now it looks like they've all managed to get back down again. They're driving in a bit of a pack. Referee Simon calling a little bit of advantage, but it looks like a massive drive here from the New Zealanders. No, it doesn't look like they're going to get it in. The under-22 is just clearing that one. I think we're on the wrong side of the goals here with this camera, unfortunately. Yeah, there we are. We found the correct one. And we've got a lot of noise coming in here. Hopefully that's our camera 2 coming back online, but I'm not 100% sure. It seems to have stopped. Still no camera 2, unfortunately. And a lot of black caps on the surface. The Barbarians are trying to pin that one in the corner. You can tell they're a little bit tired after this hard half. A, and we've got camera 2 working. So far, we've only got faces. We haven't got it in the water yet, but the replacement camera 2 has been put put into the case, and we'll get it in the water in just the next couple of minutes. I imagine it'll be ready for the second half at the very latest, as the New Zealand under-22s driving down this wing. Very strong work by them. New Zealand really keen. Oh, Barbarians curling it around and looking to fight back into the centre. Not sure if they're going to be able to get much done there, unfortunately, as New Zealanders, a lot of numbers. Ooh, good steal by that Barbarians player. But, ooh, a big flick coming in. The player was coming off the sub-bench. Very wide positioning by that player. He's got the flick in, and so many Barbarians sub as the swim goes off in the other direction. And it looks like the Barbarians player very close to the goals here, fighting desperately. Great work by that back on the New Zealand under-22s team, able to defend. It looks like he might have had help as well. It was a 2-on-1. But the New Zealand player, a lot of experience in this New Zealand Barbarians team. He nearly got that goal in. I guess when you've got enough momentum, a 2-on-1 doesn't seem too bad. We've got the referee now calling a bit of advantage as the New Zealand under-22s team begin to push back up out of their defensive corner. I'm really sorry about that beeping, guys. I'm sure it's very annoying, but I'm sure you understand we need to get these cameras working. And a big push in by the Barbarians. It looks like they've put it in. We'll see if the referees are happy, and it looks like they are. All three refs. Great work from the New Zealanders there. Just muscling that one in. And I'm sure there are a lot of New Zealand under-22s down as well. But just not enough to stop this horde of angry Barbarians. And it looks like that's going to be half-time there. Indeed, we've just got 3 minutes worth of half-time now. Great work from this New Zealand Barbarians team to bring the score up to 3 to them, the black team, New Zealand Barbarians, and 2 to the New Zealand under-22s, who after a really good start, looks like they're fading a little bit. Maybe the Barbarians team just needing a little bit more warm-up than they gave themselves before the game. And of course, technical director Nick Martin and Sean Quinn there on the side, trying to get that camera 2 working for you. As all the players swap sides. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave you here, everybody. I'll see if we can get someone else in to commentate, but I'm playing the next game. That should be a good game to watch. It's going to be the under-22 Colts team from Australia against the Australian under-22 men's. Of course, the Colts team are 2 games up against the 22 men's team. The experienced players of the Colts team just able to sneak a couple of games over the Colts, over the 22s players, and we'll see if they can continue doing that. So please watch that game. I'll be in there. I know you want to watch it, and hopefully we get on the commentator in here. I imagine Devon will be keen to come back after he's finished this game, hopefully on the back of a victory, so he'll be happy to talk to you guys. In the meantime, enjoy watching this game. I'm just going to turn the sound off because I'm sure you don't need to hear the goings-on of this room if there's no one explicitly talking to you. Enjoy the rest of the game.
keeps getting on one's nose?
No, he's playing with the Colts.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, hockey fans, we're having some GoPro issues in the middle of the pool. Camera 2 is now back online, but we've just got an awesome shot of Sean's crutch as he talks to Terry Axford on the side of the pool. They look like they're just talking shit. No, Sean is actually going to put the camera back in now. So, bit of a non-event game going on here between the Kiwis under 22s and the Barbarians. Righto, it's 3-2. That's interesting. Who's up? I didn't look at that. There we go. 3-2 to Black, which is the under 20. No, the Barbarians are ahead for a change. Haven't managed to win a game against these New Zealand under 22s yet. So the Kiwis doing the arm across the forehead, bat in the air signal for the free puck for those of you at home. And Sean's back in with camera 2 now. Kiwis take the free puck, move it across the pool. Barbarians seem to roll that one back on them. And puck's caught up on the pool on the far side. Bit of a mixture, this Barbarians team. We've got a few Tasmanians in there. Robbie Kilpatrick, Alec Johnston, playing with a mixture of Kiwis. Got a bit of roving action here from Sean on camera 2, trying to get that back into the middle of the pool. As the under 22s make a bit of a break down the pool. Barbarians quick to load up a few new subs. Kiwis break it across to the far side corner there now as the Barbarians try desperately to keep this one in the corner. Barbarians trying to break the puck out straight up the middle. It's been turned around by the under 22 Kiwis and they drive it back in. No one really able to gain any real advantage out of that puck at the far side there, though. Got a call on the surface. Got a gloving foul or illegally stopping the puck. Called by the young Kiwi referee Joel there, I think that is. Play's underway again. As Tristan Reynard joins me in the commentary booth. How are you today, Tris?
Great, mate. Great. Great. Just great.
Nice sunny winter's day here in Hobart.
Game's quite pretty close.
Yeah, 3-2. Barbarians are up for a change. Another stoppage of play here. Looks like referee Chris Meeks signalling a stick infringement or scooping underneath the hand by one of the Barbarian players. So New Zealand under 22 free puck. Yep, you want to do that? When do you want to go?